Hello friends, and welcome back to my channel. It is time to flour it up. It's been a few months since I had my Wonder Mill Junior out milling my own wheat berries. And that's because I ran out of commercial flour. And this was definitely a game changer for grinding up my wheat berries. But it added a good 30 to an hour or more time to my processing, depending on what I was doing that week. If I was doing just bread or if I was doing breads and sweets, it would add quite a bit of time to that process. So I had to find a way to shorten that time. So I did something to try and regain some of that time back I was spending on milling flour through my Wonder Mill Junior, depending on, like I said, what I was baking for that week, either cookies or sweets or bread. I would, for the cookies and stuff, I would make double or triple batches. So the following week, I wouldn't have to bake that particular item. I would just have to bake bread. But even so, I was adding hour plus to that process. And I wanted to try and get back that time because time is precious and we're in a busy season of our lives right now, and I wanted to simplify that. So I went and got this. Now, I have been looking at these for months and months, probably like 6 months or more, and they were always out of stock. And I don't remember if I signed up for the newsletter or something like that, that when they came back in stock, I wanted to be notified when these were back in stock. Now, I wanted the one with the wood grain, but they were still out of stock when this came into stock. So I was like, let me just go ahead and purchase this, try to get back some of that time I am spending on grinding my own wheat berries. So I'm still going to be grinding my own wheat berries, but doing it a lot faster with the Nutri-Mill Classic. So let's get this open. Let's see if I can do this without too much of an issue. Let's see. See if I can get this open. Sorry. Trying to do this like one-handed. Hold on, let me get the box open. And I guess you can just sign up and do all those things. Leave a review, snap and tag us. I don't know what that means, but I don't do most of those things right there. So yeah, need help? Oh, I love that. Need. Yeah. So let's get this out of the box and see what we got. So here it is, my Nutri-Mill Classic home grain mill. And this is what it looks like. Turn this around. Okay, I guess they're advertising other things that they have. High-speed impact grain mill. Yeah, for household use only. That's what we're using it for. Let's see. 20 cup capacity. Easy to use. Texture control knob. Power 1200 watt motor. Dust-free milling, stainless steel milling heads. I like that because with the other one, the Nutri-Mill Junior, depending on what I was milling, I would have to change that. The heads on it, the milling stones, I think I'm called. The one is a stone and one is stainless steel. If you want me to do like putting it together and showing you how it works with the Nutri-Mill Junior, what am I saying? Wonder Mill Junior, getting my two mills mixed up. Wonder Mill Junior, just let me know in the comments below and I'll do a video on that. So here we go. It is, ooh, amaranth. Yes, I've been growing amaranth for the last 3 or 4 years, and I dried some last year and the year before, and I have enough to try and mill it. So I'm going to try amaranth in here. Yes, that's so nice to see. Spelt, mung beans. Yeah, I can do everything in here. Rye, white beans, black rice, millet, red lentils, and buckwheat. Okay, yeah. So dry and non-oily. Let's see. I am pretty sure I can do my wheat berries in here, obviously. And then just gives you some more information on the side. That's what they look like. Interesting. Very different from my Wonder Mill Junior milling heads. But I guess it works for this particular one. Okay, so we're going to get into this box. Let's do this. Because I want to see what's inside of it. I'm going to try to hold this if I can. And get it open. The world of grain mills, sorry, since 1974. Yeah, before I was born. Let's see. All right, let me get this out of the box. Here it is. This is the guide and warranty. Let's see what's in this. Just chuck it out. All right, so not exactly sure what that is, but we'll figure it out. The owner's manual. Hopefully it's not as complicated as the other one, which it doesn't look to be. There's like so many parts with the other one. Yeah, it looks like, oh, that must be it. The air filter, is that what that is? Looks like that might be it. Maybe it's a replacement, I'm not sure. So I haven't opened it up yet. Let's open this up and see. All right, yeah, that's what it is. I guess it's a replacement air filter. All right, let's get the plastic off of this. Well, this one seems to be straightforward. Not a whole pile of things that I need to be putting together. Do not mill oily grains, oats, seeds, nuts, sugar, or spices. So this is something that has constraints. Not like my Wonder Mill Junior. I can mill nuts. I can make peanut butter in it. I can do oats in it. I can do spices in it, I guess. So that's the trade-off with the electric mill, which I'm getting for wheat berries basically, but it would have been nice to do other things, but I guess not. So yeah, so this one has its limitation, and the other one you just got to change the parts to mill that kind of stuff. So let's see if I can do this one-handed and not throw it on the floor. Oh, I like that it has the rubber bottom, so it's not walking across my counter like my bread maker doors. Quite often I have to put something under it. Let's see if I can get this off one-handed. Trying to get this off. Nope. So this is what it looks like inside. And it looks like it's all together. I don't have to worry about. I am going to wash it and dry it before I use it. And it looks like that's it. There's nothing else under there. There's nothing else that comes apart. So it's quite easy assembly and wash up. I don't have 1,000,001 parts to wash. So yeah, let's see. Let me get this washed up and I'll be right back. Okay, so I already broke it. No, I'm just kidding. I took it apart. I found one thing I don't really like about it already. The fact that you can't open it up and get to the milling heads to clean them. I guess if you're milling one thing, you really want to make sure it's cleaned out of there before you mill something different that you don't want to mix with your wheat berries. I don't really like that. I would want to clean my milling heads, they call it, the milling head. And I see no way. That's why I found this little knob thing right here in the back. It separates it from the base for storage, it says, and for using the bag. Like the other one has an extension where you can put it into a flour bag, I think it says. Let's see where it says. The flour bagger accessory. But there's no way to actually get in there to clean the milling heads. So one thing I don't really like about it, because I really would want to clean it. I like to keep things clean. I don't like bugs. And that's just an invitation for bugs, because I mean, unless I put it in a plastic bag or something to store it, that's going to be open to ants and whatever else trying to find its way into my mill here. So yeah, I would kind of like to clean the inside of that, but it's gonna have to be because I see no way of getting in there. So I'm gonna get this back together. I've wiped this down because you can't wash it, of course, because this is the motor part. I've put that back together. I've washed the bowl out. This is the bowl, and I did find, it's called a hopper extension. I found that it was inside of here when I went to wash it, and I've let it air dry for about 10 minutes 15 minutes or so while I've been trying to figure out everything else. And I'm going to mill some of my wheat berries because I want to make a loaf of bread here. Well, putting everything together is pretty straightforward. It's not as difficult as the Wonder Mill Junior. So I'm going to get everything put back together here and get it. Okay, so I've got my wheat berries measured out. I've got some hard red and some white up the top. So this was another thing that I had to try and figure out what wheat berries would equate to ground flour. So I haven't quite figured that out yet. Sometimes, depending on whether I use soft white or hard white wheat berries and the red wheat berries, I always use the red wheat berries because I was baking like cookies and bread. I never really baked any cakes with this yet, so just cookies and bread. And I would always use like the wheat berries, the red and the white, like mixed together. So I guess with the cake you would do like soft white and hard white. I'm not exactly sure. So that was another thing, trying to figure out how much wheat berries would be in ground up flour. Sometimes it worked out pretty good, other times not so much. So I'm gonna grind this 2 cups, and hopefully I'm looking for 2 cups of actual flour. So we'll see what we get. So into the hopper my wheat berries go, and put the top on it. Back you up a little bit. Put the top on it, and we're gonna get grinding. This thing is loud. Like I can't even hear myself think loud. Wow. Okay. It took all of... Okay, so as you can see, those 2 cups of wheat berries is ground up. It's milled. Let's open it up. This took all of not even a minute. Not even a minute. So let's see what it looks like inside. I'm not going to be able to open this one-handed, so I'm going to have to come back. Let's see if I can do it one-handed. Okay. Yep. I don't know if you can see that, but there's some like right here. And you can see how it's ground up. It almost looks like regular flour. Yeah. I thought I could. Oh, I can. I thought I was trying to. Here we are. Yeah. Let's put this down somewhere. I didn't see any flour coming out or anything like that. So I guess this cup thing with the air filter is working. So let's see what we got. So I'm going to measure it out. You can see the red and the white separate, but I'm just going to mix it all in together. I want to show you the texture of it. It's not as fine as the commercial flour. I actually set it said setting for bread flour. That's what I did. But you can feel the grittiness in it. It's not as fine as like the commercial flour is. So I'm not sure if that's because I mixed the two or what. But this is good enough for the purpose I'm going to do today. So I'm going to get it into my measuring cup here. Let's see how much we get. I don't want to spill this, so let me see how much we get, and I'll be right back. I just wanted to show you what the inside of the top look like. That's what it looks like. And here are my 2 cups. It's a little over the 2 cups, but that's fine. So we'll call it 2 cups of milled flour. And I pulled out another measuring cup. That's about, yeah, this one's bad. As you can see, I washed it so much the measurements are coming off. So that's a cup, I'll say a cup and a third. So out of 2 cups of wheat berries, I got, say, 3.5 cups, because this is a little over 2 cups. So 3.5 cups out of 2 cups of wheat berries. So that helps me going forward with this particular one. We'll see, because I don't know if that noise is worth my hearing. I mean, it 45 minutes to an hour as opposed to 1 minute or so, depending on how much flour I need for that particular thing, then yeah, I guess it's worth it to go for a minute as opposed to an hour doing this. Would have taken me 45 minutes at least, half an hour to 45 minutes to grind this much flour in my Wonder Meal Junior, and this is just for like bread or rolls. Not to mention if I was doing like a double batch of cookies, it would have been an hour or more to grind enough flour for that. So I'm going to make a little treat. It's going to be just a flatbread. I'm just going to throw it together and show you what it looks like. So some people call this survival bread, some people call this fry bread. I call it flatbread. Whatever you want to call it. I'm going to do the simplest version of it. 3 ingredients, and that's all you need. So I have a cup of the freshly milled flour I just milled. I'm putting in some salt. Gonna mix that around so it's evenly distributed. And I'm going to add some water. And that's going to be your 3 ingredients. Now you just want enough water to bring this together. You don't want it too wet. So I'm just going to bring enough water. I had half a cup of water here. Just regular water out of your tap, a bottled water, whatever you have. And I'm going to bring this together. It's as easy as that. I've done this with my sourdough starter. I've used my whey from my yogurt. I've used yogurt because here recently I've been doing just plain yogurt instead of the vanilla yogurt I've been making. And I've been using yogurt in these. And just a plain yogurt. You want like a plain Greek yogurt or just a plain like runny yogurt. But you don't want like a flavored yogurt like a vanilla or any kind of fruit or anything like that. You can use the whey from your yogurt making in it. I've done that before. You could use your sourdough starter if you have one. That's good too. So this is just coming together. I'm going to stop right here and I'm just going to bring it all together. There it is, guys. It's brought all together. I'm going to leave it here. I'm going to cover it while I get my frying pan going. And I'm going to show you, I have about a quarter of a cup left from the half a cup I pulled. So I'm just going to leave this, cover it over, and get my frying pan ready. So I'm going to get my frying pan going. I have a little bit of lard here that I rendered down. Well, not really rendered down. I just scraped off. I think this was hamburger that I did. It was in my freezer, so I'm using it up. It's actually, as you can see, not the cleanest, but I don't mind a little bit of flavor in there because that's what that is. I'm going to get this warmed up, and I'm going to get my fry bread or flatbread or survival bread, whatever you want to call it, into the hot lard. So I separated it out to 4, and I'm just going to pat it down. You can pat it as thick or as thin as you want it, or roll it out with a rolling pin, whatever floats your boat, and get it. So there it is in the pan. I just patted it out on the countertop with a little bit of extra flour, and I'm just going to let it cook for a few minutes on each side on a medium low heat. I got the first one flipped over. I put another one in there, so we're going to get these frying up. And you can I put garlic powder, onion powder, parsley, chives, whatever you want in here. I've used this as a naan bread with like roti or curry. I've used this as sandwich bread. I've used this as roll-ups or what we call tortillas, whatever kind of bread we have used it for. Even hot dog and hamburger buns. So yeah, it's very versatile, easy. Just slather with some butter and eat it that way. That's good too. Some peanut butter and jelly. That might go good too. So I'm just going to get these cooked up on each side. Flip this one over. Get that one cooking as well. Okay, so I've got some butter. I'm going to put some butter on it. And you can eat it just like this. Or in my case, I've got some provolone cheese here. I'm going to put some cheese on it. I don't know why I broke the cheese up because it's just as round as the cheese is. And I'm going to eat it with cheese. It's really, really good. Now, this is not going to be your light, fluffy sandwich bread. This is going to be a hearty, stick to your ribs, fill your belly kind of bread. Survival. Get that much needed calories and also help you when you most need it. This is great with soups, stews. Delicious. Good. And with cheese. Extra good. Thank you so much for watching. What are you flouring up? If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and click that notification bell to be notified when I upload videos. God bless, and remember, stay safe and keep prepping.